Good.
So that bit on the roof in the teaser, are you gonna have to reshoot that for the series?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, that's not in the story quite how it happens. But yeah, I suppose there's a similar bit that we've reshot. It was kind of so strange doing that out of context, with not really knowing what the rest of the story was. But now we do have more of a grasp on it. Yeah, it's really exciting. It's really exciting what actually happened.
In the time travel, what's been sort of your favorite period to go back to?
We've only just started, really. So we've stayed quite close to where we are now. Like we go back to the 70s, which is it's been quite a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. We got to go to like I like all the detail of the costume and the props. And our design team is so specific on this and so good. Like they've really recreated some great time periods.
When they go back in the past, for the characters that are older, do they have to avoid meeting their younger self?
Well, there's all those perils of time travel. Which is it's been explored kind of throughout literature and films and television for such a long time. But yeah, what happens if you meet yourself? What happens if you meet people who are related to you? We dip into all of those things because I think those are the kind of important things to watch out for. I think those are a universal time travel conundrum. And how the big thing is how much of the past do we change? And Rip's job really is to keep the proper timeline constant, keep the true timeline constant. A few things happen which might throw a few spanners in the works.
With these new characters coming in, we know where some of them are coming from, but how are we going to see Rip sort of enter into this world? And what are the motivations that kind of first bring him out?
I think it's kind of surrounded by mystery, really. He's got his own motivations, which you'll kind of find out later on. But ostensibly, the world has come to a disastrous point, and it's got to a point where Vandal Savage has gained so much power in the future that it's impossible to sit by and do nothing. So he's very much, when we meet him, kind of in a mode of wanting to solve a problem, and feels like he has the right plan to do that. I kind of describe it. I think he expects this series to last one episode. So he expects to get them, go back in time, and sort it out, and be done with it. Go home and live a happy life. It doesn't quite go according to plan.
What kind of disruptive of the team members?
They're all pretty disruptive. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. It's quite a ragbag bunch of people. It's amazing when you get this. I think it's kind of amazing as an actor to work with all these big personalities as well. You get this bunch of people together on a spaceship that have such everyone has their thing, and everyone thinks that they're right, and they all clash at various points. But Rip's handpicked these people, so he's not entering into it blindly. He knows that he's done his research, but I think it's a little bit more difficult to keep the team a team than he would first imagine. But I think he really wants to keep it as a team.
Well, how much is he actually babysitting this team of misfits as the season goes on, and from what you filmed?
More than he would want him to. Yeah, there is a little bit of that, I suppose. I don't know, because we haven't got that far. I mean, he's not kind of like he's not kind of sitting down and being their year tutor, their form tutor or whatever. I don't know what you guys have here, but he's not like their guidance counsellor. They've got a job to do. But yeah, I don't think he doesn't really want to have to deal with all of that stuff, but has to at various points because the cracks start showing in relationships very quickly. You stick any group of people on a spaceship together, trying to save the world, and I think there's going to be fights, and people's true selves are going to come out more than they'd want to.
Just a question for you on Rip. Do you have a sense, and/or will the audience find out who your parents are?
I don't know how far ahead they've planned. I mean, I've obviously read a lot of the comics, and I know the deal of who his parents are, and all of that. But I don't, as with all of these shows, I don't know how true they're going to stick to it, or if they're going to bring that in later on, or anything. But I hope, hopefully we've got a long time to go on the show. And what's great about having this bunch of characters is there's so much history to explore with all of them. And this is just one adventure, and we're already really excited about the kind of future possibilities of what storylines could be. Yeah.
How much are we actually seeing of the team in the ship versus outside in the time-traveling universe, and how does that change the dynamic when they're in one place versus the other?
Yeah, it really does change the dynamic, because you kind of let the hens out of the coop and see what they run. Yeah, I mean, in the ship they can be contained, but that proves difficult because tempers rise, and then outside the ship you don't know what they're going to do. So it's a lose-lose situation at a certain point, but hilarity ensues, which is good.